Hi, my beautiful spiritual family. I am KK, the intuitive Gemini Empress. I'm here today to do a monthly reading for the sign of Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces. I just want to make sure that you guys know that if you're finding that it's not resonating with you within like maybe the first 5-10 minutes, you might want to just check out your other birth chart placements and check out your moon, your Venus, rising, Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, whatever it is that you're looking for. Please visit my Instagram page and you can see like the breakdown of what each individual thing means. Okay, so then it'll give you a little better understanding. Let's see, I already pre-shuffled the cards. Guys, I also would like to say you're in control of your own destiny. So anything that I may say in any of my readings, you can always change the outcome. So, whether it's something bad or something good, if you're not adhering to the messages that you're given, then the outcome may not exactly be the same. So you have to keep that in mind, okay? And of course, if you want something, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with 100% of everyone. If you would like a personal reading, please check my information below and get in contact with me. I'll be more than happy to do a personal reading for you, okay? I already prayed in advance, as always, and pre-shuffled the cards. So let's go ahead and get started. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Pisces. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Pisces. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Pisces. Pisces. All right, we got the Five of Swords. Pick up some of these cards that dropped, that fell. All right, we got the Sun card. Very good card to get, right? We got the Queen of Wands. This is Aries energy. Okay. We got the Five of Wands in reverse. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Pisces for the month of March. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Pisces for the month of March. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Pisces for the month of March. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Pisces for the month of March. the World card. Let's see. So we got the Seven of Swords. We got Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. Okay, that flew. Okay. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Pisces for the month of March. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Pisces for the month of March. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Pisces for the month of March. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me for the sign of Pisces. Give me the messages. Pisces. Okay, you got the Nine of Wands. when I hurt my shoulder about 6 weeks ago. All right, this is the Queen of Pentacles. You got the Queen of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. So it's still real stiff. I go see an orthopedic surgeon on Tuesday. So hopefully I don't need surgery though. We got the Hermit card. This is Virgo energy. And then you got the Four of Wands. All right. So let me, a little ring fell off. All right. Hold it in his hand so that way I can use my other hand to reach, since my shoulder not cooperating. I re-injured myself Thursday going into Friday, so every time I think it's healing. All right, your first card down was the Five of Swords. All right, now the Five of Swords, that is air energy, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And it's basically indicative of someone deceiving you. Now, I will have to go back and look at my other readings for you guys, my last reading for you guys, the bi-weekly, to see if you guys got the Five of Swords. Now, keep in mind, Mercury is in retrograde until March 9th. So, and even once it goes direct, it has its shadow phase for about a week afterwards. So, when I've been seeing the Five of Swords in a lot of my readings, and I'm just making sure to explain to people that with this this card, it just basically, you know, yes, somebody is deceiving you, you know. So let's look at it again. So as you can see, it's two people. He's looking back like, sorry. Oh no, they didn't. Who did they think they were playing with, right? But you see the two people are walking away. They threw down their swords, and now they're walking away with their heads hanging low because they know they were wrong, right? So whatever it is, whatever deception it is, it upset you. Yes, it angered you, but it's not to the point where you're heartbroken. It knocked you off your feet. Like, it's nothing like that with the deception that whatever deception that they're in, or that you just found out about. You're going to find out about the deception though, okay? But somebody is currently, so this is this upcoming week. So these next couple cards are for this upcoming week, okay? So you're going to find out that somebody was deceiving you this upcoming week. Next, we have the Sun card. So I'm thinking whatever the deception was, you're actually happy that things are now in the open. You're happy that you found out. You may have been upset about it, about whatever the deception was, but you're happy that you now know and it's in the open. And maybe it's because it allows you like a freedom. It's allowing you to walk away from something without feeling guilt. It's allowing you to not be worried. Like, you know, maybe you kind of felt like you really couldn't trust this person that was deceiving you. Now, guys, it could just very well be, the deception could be that somebody in your family knows something and they just haven't told you yet. Maybe your siblings are talking about selling your parents' home, the house you guys grew up in, and they didn't put you in on the information, and now you're upset about it. It could be that maybe your siblings know that one of your parents are having a procedure or surgery or something like that, and they didn't tell you about it. But either way, it upsets you. I guess none of that would make you happy, right? So, you know, it could very well be about like a relationship where you find out that maybe your partner has their own bank account. So they have money that you didn't know about, but I don't know if that would necessarily make, you know, it might make you mad at first, but then when you think about it, that's extra money. So why would you be mad about it? You know what I mean? So it could also be that it could be work. It could be that somebody that you've been working with has applied for another job, maybe has another job and given notice at work, but maybe this is someone you work closely with, so you feel a little deceived because they didn't tell you, but you're still happy for them. It just makes you happy. Whatever it is, you know, not necessarily what you were deceived about, but you are definitely going to be happy. So something's going to bring you happiness this week. And just because I just want to show you how I'm looking at these cards, okay? They're facing one another, okay? So that's how I'm looking at it. So I honestly believe that whatever deception this is, once you find out about it, it's not going to bring you grief. The anger doesn't last long at all. You start realizing the positive points of whatever it was that you were being deceived about, okay? So it's not that it's like truly dramatic to you, okay? Next, we have the Queen of Wands, which is Aries energy. So now this card too is facing the Sun card. So I honestly believe that that is your energy. And Queen of Wands energy. Now, first of all, Queen of Wands, they're highly intuitive. So with the black cat there, they're highly intuitive. Since it's a wand, you know, all wands are fire, passionate. They're stable. They're very fiery. So very passionate about whatever it is that they want. So regardless if we're talking about work, you know, so business, finance, you're passionate about it. If that's what you're focused on right now. If you're focused on love, you're truly focused. I mean, you're truly passionate about love. Sorry, Mercury is in retrograde. I'm a Gemini. So, you know, Mercury is my ruling planet. So excuse me and me not like, you know, getting my words mixed up and everything. So I apologize for that, guys. But all in all, to be in the Queen of Wands energy, it's a good energy to be in because you're very passionate and you know exactly what it is that you want and you're going after it, okay? Next, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So again, as I mentioned, wands are, well, I guess I didn't actually mention it. Wands are fire energy. They are, so that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but this is actually you may have been maybe in a disagreement, or maybe you have been, had been fighting quite a bit with someone, but you're coming out of that energy. And again, it could be because, Mercury is in, retrograde right now. So of course, people can't get it together when Mercury is in retrograde. They say things that they really don't mean. So even if somebody tell you that they love you right now while Mercury in retrograde, take it with a grain of salt, okay? That is the level of miscommunication while Mercury is in retrograde. You know, it is the planet that rules communication. So it could even be, no, I'm not gonna say that. Anyway, so the Five of Wands. So even if this is business, finance related for you, it could have been someone at work that you may have been at odds with. You know, it could just be, you know, office politics or something to that nature. But you're coming out of that energy. So keep that in mind. This, you will be coming out of that energy, and it's not going to be any more fighting. You're tired of it. Okay. Next, we have the World card. So, you know, I just was talking about you coming out of the energy of fighting. So you will no longer be fighting. This is when a cycle comes to an end. So it comes full circle. So as you can see, it's coming full circle, right? So I don't remember if I said this to you guys last time. I don't remember if you guys got the World card. So I'm just going to say it. So more often than not, the World card is like when we were children, okay? And maybe, I don't know, it was something that, let's say your mother had a figurine that you really thought was nice, and you wanted it to be a toy. You wanted to play with it. So you would try to get the figurine, and your mother would be like, no. So maybe you tried again when mom stepped out of the room. You might have got your hand slapped because you got caught trying to get it or getting it. So then you would try again. So you would try a couple different ways, but you're trying to do the same exact thing that you keep getting your hand slapped for, right? Well, when the World card comes up, this is just letting you know that that cycle, divine intervention has happened to end the cycle for you. Okay? So the cycle is ending. If you've been in a vicious cycle with someone at work or whatever, wherever the vicious cycle was at, is coming to an end. Okay? And it's being divinely guided to come to an end. So it may happen in maybe that cycle is part of what brings you happiness. Maybe you found out about the deception. You're no longer going to be fighting. You find out about the deception. It brings you happiness. It puts you into this passionate energy to be passionate about whatever it is that you want. You're not going to be fighting anymore. And that cycle is going to come to an end. Okay. Kind of like a little story, right? And it doesn't matter if the story is pertaining to work or if it's pertaining to personal, like, you know, relationships or what have you. Okay. So it's how it resonates with you. Next, we have the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is indicative of self-sabotage. So it's like self-deception. So you could just be in your head quite a bit about things. Like if things are going positive at work, you could be thinking, like having too many negative thoughts, like not allowing things to just be positive. Okay. So you're truly consumed with negative energy. I don't know how else to put it. So you're not just allowing things to be good for you. Like maybe you're feeling like you really don't deserve whatever good is happening to you, but of course you do. Whatever you've been through in your life, that's what you've gone through, and it was lessons you were supposed to learn. But however, you're supposed to move past it once you learn the lesson, right? So get out of that energy where it's self-sabotage. There's no reason for you to be sabotaging yourself, right? I mean, you have to love you first before anybody else can love you. So I need you to get out of that energy that you're in. Next, we have the Temperance card. So this is Sagittarius energy. This angel here is indicative of Archangel Michael, the alchemist. You see, trying to balance the cups, the water, the fluid inside of the cups. As you can see, one foot is on earth, one foot is in water. So once you create that balance, that necessary balance that you need in your life, and you're able to equally mix things, whether it's land, water, whether it is things in your life, trying to balance things in your life, but you're going to have sunshine on your horizon. Now, I keep seeing the sun in your spread, so sunshine is definitely on your horizon, which is the happiest card in the deck, okay? So the sun card is the happiest card in the deck, and the fact that more than one card has the sun in it, that lets me know that you are destined to be happy, okay? Next, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, Pentacles are Earth. So that would be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And being that it's in reverse, now, when it's upright, it just means being possessive, holding on to things that you have, not wanting to let go. You're going to be very giving, it looks like this month. With this in reverse, you're not holding on so tight to your money. So if you're giving, I hope you're giving to yourself. I hope you're like, you know, maybe scheduling yourself a trip or, you know, planning, not scheduling, but doing some things for yourself to make you happy, okay? And not just getting money and giving away the money that you've earned or the money that you have to other people. Do things for yourself, okay? Next, we have the Nine of Wands. Now, again, this is fire energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, with The Nine of Wands is just indicative of having a wall up, right? So you see in this picture, they build a wall. It's nobody coming. It's not like they have a wall because they're trying to protect themselves from someone. However, they built this wall just in case they have to protect themselves from someone. So it could very well just be that you have built this wall, so you're trying to protect your heart, maybe. It could be that you have this wall up. You could be, you feel a little guarded at work. Of course, at work, it's a little hard to trust people, right? Because, people stab you in the back so they can step on you to get to the top, right? So with that being said, it could just be that you have boundaries. You have set boundaries that you're unwilling to allow people to bulldoze past. It's like, no, this is how it's going to be, and I'm not accepting anything less, okay? And that's completely okay too, all right? So, I really feel like you coming out of this energy, I really hope, I believe it's for you. You coming out of this energy where you have to hold on to things. So, maybe you've just been saving and haven't been wanting to spend. You're going to start spending a little bit of money, hopefully on yourself. And then, like I said, with the Nine of Wands, you're already feeling guarded. So I don't think you're giving up any money towards other people, like just giving your money away. All right, next we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Coins, she is Taurus energy. Very stable financially. Of course, with all queens, it is feminine energy, of course. We all have feminine and masculine energy. With this particular energy, she is actually... with queens, we have a tendency, I call myself queen, right? We have a tendency to, how do I want to say it? When we make decisions, when we do things, we more often than not use our emotions, okay? When making decisions, no matter what the decision is, we count in our emotions. So just, be mindful that, try not to count in your emotions when you're making decisions about your money, okay? You are financially stable, but you're starting to spend money this month, and I just don't want you to allow, like have someone call you and say, hey, this is the situation I'm in. Can you help me? And because you are in the Queen of Coins energy, you are wanting to give, willingly give, okay? Make sure you are thinking about it before you give up the money. Okay, the king, he's one step up because when he spends his money, he does it with his head, not his heart. Okay, so just be mindful that being in that energy means that you're going to be using your heart when you're spending money, and you may be giving money to people just because you care for them. So just be careful. All right. Next, we have the Hermit card. So this is Virgo energy, and the Hermit card is just indicative of, isolating yourself, focusing on your spirituality. You could be focusing on studies. You could be focusing on, whatever it is, it pulls you inward. It pulls you inward where you want to self-reflect and spend time alone. Okay. And that's like towards the end of March. I'm sorry, I haven't been breaking that down. I did say the first week, and then I kind of fell off with that. So I do apologize, guys. And then next we have the Four of Wands, which is a happy home. Okay. So you may need to go inward just so you can have that happy home the last week of the month. So just a quick run through again. So you got the Five of Swords, the Sun card, and the Queen of Wands the first week of March. So that's indicative of finding out about some deception from someone else. Whatever the deception is, though, it makes you happy. You end up being happy. So even if it made you angry initially when you found out, once you're past the anger, you realize that this is not a bad thing. Whatever the deception is, it's not such a bad thing. And then you're very passionate about something. Okay, use your intuition to lead the way for this passionate whatever it is. Okay, so whether it's about business, whether it is about a love. I mean, you didn't actually get any cups here, but it could be about love. Who knows? But whatever it is for you, just, you know, you're very passionate about it. Make sure you're using your intuition. For the second week, you have the Five of Wands in reverse, so you're no longer fighting. You have the World card. Something is going to come to an end. So it's a completion of a cycle. Okay. So something's going to come to an end, but it makes you happy that it's coming to an end. Okay. And then next we have the Seven of Swords, self-deception. So you're like really in your head big time. And you need to get out of that energy of self-sabotaging yourself. Okay. If use your intuition. I can't say it enough. Use your intuition. If your gut is telling you it's right, it's right. If your gut is telling you it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Right? And the third week is when you have the Temperance. So you need to make sure things are balanced. Make sure that you're ensuring that everything is equal and that you're not doing one thing or the other too much. So you're not going out to the bar too much. You're not working too much. So try to make sure it's an equal balance with everything in your life. All right. You're going to get out of the Four of Pentacles energy because Four of Pentacles is in reverse. So you are actually being a little bit more giving. Okay. And then you have the Nine of Wands in the third week, which is feeling guarded, having your wall up, creating boundaries. All right. And then in the last week, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, you're financially stable. Your money is right, but you're giving, but you're using your heart to decide whether or not you should be as giving. All right. And then you have the Hermit going inward, focusing on yourself. And then finally, a happy home with the Four of Wands. So by going inward, it's creating a happier home. All right, guys, that's your reading. It looked like the month of March is going to be a good month for you guys. So Mercury is going to be in retrograde until, you know, pretty much until your birthday is over, your birthday season. So, I mean, like I said, it goes out of, it starts to come out of Mercury retrograde, comes out of retrograde on the 10th, but it's going to be in a shadow phase for 1 week. Okay. Excuse me. So that was why I said that it's going to, basically for the remainder of your birthday, you still may be affected by it. All right. But I have really good cards here. Don't let anybody take advantage of you. I love you guys lots. I'll see you soon. Bye. Love and light.